it kind of takes two hands, can take two hands to get it to go up. And for that reason, it's often sort of this action to get it to go up. Now, as you go up, there's more and more rope behind you, which is a weight. And so the rope will gradually feel a lot tighter, because the rope behind you is pulling it down. And then you can certainly start getting more into, the more normal action. If there's somebody behind you, then the rope becomes very tight. The only issue with that is that they're swinging and jerking too, and so sometimes you've got kind of a dynamic rope here wanting to push you over, etc., etc. Most of the time you will find that you'll like the rope on the right side, but you will also find yourself like this with the rope between your legs, and that's fine. And frankly, just to give myself a break sometimes, I like to be on the other side. The rope, it isn't just a straight slope. Most of the places it actually does want to tilt to the left, but that's not such a big deal. But it also sort of zigzags too, so you may actually find in certain places that you will actually like to be on this side. This is where this always get a right hand descender, I don't see what the issue is. Oh, I forgot one little trick. Sometimes, if the rope is really loose, you can kind of, especially if you've got lighter gloves, that's why even these are a little bit too much, you can actually run the cam with your forefinger, or if you got the other model, you can run it with your thumb. You can kind of pull it back, not unlocking it, but pull it back, and it'll slide up easier. Okay, got that little trick? That's why the lighter gloves do tend to work, although this time of year I'm not sure it's going to happen. Now, as you approach the knot, it's going to be lower and lower and lower. And quite frankly, you're probably going to want to get onto the other strand as quickly as possible. Oftentimes, the next strand will actually come down in this shape. It's not going to be like this, it's going to be like this, and sometimes a good distance, maybe up to a meter. But as Dave says, be real leery of this action, ramming it up against the knot, because it's not going to want to unlock. You're not going to be able to open up the cam, very easily, because to open it up, this cam here has to actually come back a little bit, which means that the ascender has to move forward. And if you've got it rammed up against a knot, the ascender can't go forward. Oh, sorry, I better not do that. It's real difficult. So that's one of the novice mistakes, and pretty common, is to run the ascender up. It's better to bring it up, somewhat close, and as soon as possible, try to get it onto the other strand, is my advice. Quite often, I'll reach over and I'll grab that other strand, and then that'll can kind of give me a handhold, a little security, as I'm making the transfer. I'll open up my cam into the totally open position, then I'll take it off, put it on, and then get it locked back on. This is also a location where you may find you want to take a breather. It just seems to be where everybody wants to do it. And that's fine too.
Here we go then. Moving.
2 steps, plant your ice axe, hold slack through the ascender and move the ascender. Make sure you're keeping it tight, Jim. You don't have it tight really at all. It's by your wrist. It's by your hip. You have it like tight. There you go. Out in front of you. Yeah. Just to really mimic it. It's hard to do it on flat ground. That's why I was running around going.
You can climb past a couple of